An introvert is someone who has traits of the personality type known as introversion. This means they prefer to think about their thoughts and ideas rather than what's happening around them. They prefer small groups or crowds of 1 or 2 people to big groups or gatherings of many people. Many things make you who you are, and these things can also change how your introversion shows up in your personality. Another way to say this is that no two introverts are the same. You might know you're an introvert if you have certain traits or actions. In this video, we will cover 10 unique personality traits of an introvert. So let's dig in. Number 1. When you get an introvert to talk, they make you think. Introverts have a lot to say that is worth listening to. Even though they might not like small talk, that doesn't mean they can't talk about important things. People often get confused about this difference. People often think of introverts as quiet, but that doesn't mean they don't like people. They don't like to talk about things that aren't important. Introverts are passionate people who want to make the most of their days, so they would rather not waste their time with shallow conversation. Ask an introvert an intelligent question about something they care about if you want to find out how interesting they can be. Number 2. Having a lot of people around makes you feel tired. When you've been around many people, do you ever feel tired? Do you often need to get away from people and spend a long time by yourself after a day of talking to them? One of the most important things about this personality type is that introverts have to use energy around other people. At the same time, extroverts get points from being around other people. This doesn't mean that introverts never talk to other people. Many introverts like being around other people, but usually prefer being with close friends. Number 3. They leave a lot of questions unanswered. The mind always wants to know more because it is interesting to be curious. Research shows that people are attracted to people who leave things in the air. This is why many people find the quiet qualities of introverts to be fascinating. They have strange personalities. You can't tell what a shy person is thinking from the outside. Most people want to know more about introverts, which adds to their aura of attractiveness. Introverts are not only calm, but also very interesting. People love that about them without even realizing it. People often think introverts aren't attractive, but it's almost impossible to be bored when you're with them. There's always something new and exciting, which makes people want to get to know quiet people and learn more about them. This idea also shows in a subtle way that being an introvert has its benefits. Once you've made them feel comfortable around you, you'll be amazed by the people they are. Number 4. They pay a lot of attention to detail. Even though extroverted people can also focus on a project and lose hours in what seems like minutes, introverted people are very good at staying focused when they work. Introverts have a lot going on inside their heads and find it easy to get lost in their thoughts. Because of this, they find exciting projects stimulating and do well in areas where extroverted people may have trouble. An extrovert may need several breaks at the water cooler to talk with coworkers. An introvert who focuses on a project will have difficulty remembering to take a 10-minute break, eat lunch, or drink water when they're in the middle of a workflow with their full attention. Of course, not every introvert will feel the same about this laser focus. Some introverts will find it easy to do work, while others will be able to focus better on other things. Introverted people can lose themselves in a good book, in a meditative form of exercise like running or Tai Chi, or in their favorite hobby. Number 5. They enjoy solitude. If they are introverts, their idea of a good time is having a quiet afternoon to themselves to do things they like. Recharging their batteries can be as simple as reading a book, going for a walk in the park, or tuning into their favorite television show. Despite this, not all introverts prefer their own company. While many extroverts prefer to be on their own, many introverts enjoy catching up with friends and talking to familiar faces when they're out and about. Remember that after a long day of socializing, an introvert may seek out solitude to ponder, reflect, and re-energize. If the idea of having a few hours to yourselves sounds like fun, you might be an introvert. Number 6. It's hard to get them. One of the most obvious things about introverts is that they are hard to reach. They find comfort in their own space and take the time to make friends. They also don't make friends easily. People try hard to keep their friendships with introverts once they've won them. This is because winning over an introvert takes a lot of work. Why do people like quiet people? Because you have to do something to get their attention. To make an introvert feel comfortable around you, you need to have interests in common, something important to talk about, and the desire to build a meaningful relationship. If none of these things are there, it will be hard to get their attention. This step isn't done on purpose and can sometimes feel like a waste of time. But the result is that people become friends for life. Number 7. They love being by themselves. Even though extroverted people may also like spending time alone, it's harder for them to be alone for a long time. On the other hand, introverts need their alone time and enjoy being alone so much that they'll sometimes cancel plans to be alone. So you're probably an introvert if you often want to be alone or are glad when plans with other people fall through because it gives you more time to yourself. Number 8. They look at everything. Introverts constantly take in what's happening around them and think about what they see, hear, or feel. Introverts may sometimes overthink because they focus on getting to the bottom of things. However, this is what makes them so good at self-reflection. Introverts will spend hours thinking about themselves, their jobs, their relationships, and everything else in their lives. Introverts should remember that their ability to analyze things makes them unique, which is why they often do well in careers requiring much concentration. Introverts should also take time to relax when they can and know that self-care is a great way to deal with overthinking that makes them anxious. Number 9. They are genuine and authentic. Introverts might seem shy or reserved when you talk to them, but this is only because they like being alone more than they like being around other people. But one thing about their personalities that stands out is that they don't even realize they are introverts. Shy people can't hide their shyness, no matter how hard they try. They don't mean to, but they show it by choosing to stand out instead of trying to blend in. Sometimes they might feel too scared to speak up, but their true selves show through over time. They know that making a change takes a lot of mental energy and would instead use that energy on something more useful. And number 10. They talk well together. Most of the time, introverts learn new things and think about things that interest them. Because of this, they seem to be innovative. This process also helps them understand more, which allows them to have better conversations. Since introverts know a lot about many things, talking to them is usually pretty interesting. It's an adventure that never ends and people can't get enough of it. Even though they don't talk much, what they say is so powerful that it makes them even more appealing. So, there you have it. So which one are you? An introvert or an extrovert? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. We hope you found this video helpful. Be sure to like and to subscribe to our channel for more great content like this. Until next time, have a good one.